all along. My deal with Reicher Entertainment is, when a script of value is presented, we will go and start shooting immediately. But the scripts haven't been right yet.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it's not a typical book. It's not like Interview with a Vampire. You take the book
I've ever read.
What?
It's the best book I've ever read.
What is?
But nobody's
Your
ever
book.
seen a book
My
like
book,
it.
yeah. My book is so different. It's got...
Nobody knows how to adapt it.
It's got to be adapted properly. Do you understand? The project's got to be handled properly. I'm not going to... Listen, I could burn you, put out a bad movie, but you'll hate me for it. I want to make sure it's a quality movie.
I won't hate you for it, but I feel bad for you.
What?
I said I wouldn't hate you, but I feel bad for you.
Right, exactly. I'm not going to embarrass myself in a bad movie. That's ended careers. I have a beautiful career going.
You don't want to end this.
I don't want to end this nightmare. I don't want this to be over. Listen.
I'm supposed to move to Kansas in about 6 months. I want to know when the hell you're going on to Kansas.
I don't know. It doesn't look good.
This is not our market.
The federal government is after me in a big way. I still can't believe it. But Bill Clinton, the clock is ticking. And if you want my support, and I can convert a lot of votes, I think you saw what I did in the governor's election in Jersey, New York. And I suspect I helped you the last time around.
Yeah. But who are you going to go for?
What do you mean? I don't care. If Clinton does not get this monkey off my back, and I don't mean Fred, I'm talking about the FCC. If Clinton doesn't get this monkey off my back, that's it.
Yeah. Robin, when's your book coming out?
In the spring. I do have an ETA.
Now, she has an ETA. She's been working very hard, and I can't wait to read this.
So when's Jackie's book coming out?
Jackie?
Yeah.
Probably beat Robin.
Oh, you know he's writing it.
I got a book Jackie Riddles. Jackie's printing it himself. See, that's not fair to have.
Homespun Production.
Jackie's smart. He doesn't wait for a publisher.
How long before he's off the show?
Jackie, 11 months he retires.
Yeah.
Everyone's
problem with me, Pat?
Yeah, I believe that, just like you have no negotiations with Warren Littlefield.
Oh, stop it. That really is wrong. I really do not know the man, although I would die to meet him because he's my hero.
11 months, my bud.
All right? Thank you.
All right.
I understand the man is gorgeous.
You even like his looks.
He's a carrot-topped...
Redhead.
Fiery redhead.
Does he have a beard?
Yes.
Oh, so you've been studying...
He has a mole on his left ass cheek. I have no idea what he looks like.
A pirate.
A pirate. He's a pirate. Swashbuckling.
TV.
That's funny. That's how rumors get started. And I'll tell you something.
Well, don't you love him?
What, the room? Yeah, I like that people think that. I just wish one of them would come true. Wish somebody would have a conversation with me.
All I know is you've been taking a lot of meetings, and I don't know who with.
Fa-fa-fooey.
I'll make a movie. I didn't do it. Leave me alone.
All right, we got to do the Pat Cooper stuff next. The phone calls have been extra stupid today. We need to get going. Let's do the Pat Cooper stuff. Everyone's waiting for it. Let's face it, that's the show today.
Yeah.
We'll be back right after these words. Jackie remembers when you caught on fire.
To the Howard Stern Show.
It's unbelievable.
Once again, Howard Stern.
I lost my life for my art.
You sure did. Anyway, let's get to the Pat Cooper stuff. So let me quickly set this up. This will take me 2 seconds. Yesterday, we're sitting here on the air, and, you know, in all seriousness, we had Pat on. We've had Pat on over the years. I love Pat Cooper, and quite frankly, I see other radio stations now use Pat Cooper, and I see Letterman interested in Pat Cooper, and I really do believe we had a hand in that. We had Pat Cooper on. He was always brilliant on our show.
Yeah, he couldn't get arrested on their shows. He was always trying to get on.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand why they didn't want him.
Well, I love Pat, and still do, despite everything you're going to hear. But
there are a lot of people in the audience who don't understand why you're being so magnanimous.
Well, because I think that this is the Pat Cooper M.O. From what I know and people who know him, he burns every bridge. So it's just, you know, I'm just the next person in line. But I don't even care because it's so entertaining. But what we're about to hear is Pat. Let's start this way by saying Pat... Well,
you know, there's something I thought about. First of all, let me just say that Pat has always depicted himself as a humble guy.
Yeah.
And there's not a humble bone in his body.
No. I called my father last night. He says, well, yeah. He says, you know, the guy has no sense of humor about himself.
Yeah.
He says he has a sense of humor, but he has no sense of humor about it, and fails to see the sense of humor in this. He fails to see the humor in this because it's funny. I mean, there was a bunch of people who called in independently. And I don't doubt for a minute that Pat might have blown off some steam about me to different people. That's Pat's way.
Well, he certainly blew off a lot in here to your face yesterday.
Yeah, so I don't doubt that he thinks all these things of me. But and Robin will attest to this, I don't really care what people think of me. If they're entertaining, I enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody has their quirks, because Pat has a lot of quirks.
But that's what makes him beautiful.
Yeah, that's what makes him entertaining.
Because he lays them out.
So we've gotten several phone calls from different people over a course of weeks that, hey, I ran into Pat in the village, he was bad-mouthing you. And you know our fans, Robin, they love to go up to anybody who's a guest on our show and get them going.
Yeah.
And then they love to call to us and report because,
that's right.
you know.
They're always checking to see what you say about Howard when you're not around him.
So, I don't know. So Pat, was at the post office, and he said, according to these people, now Pat says he never said any of these things, and that's cool, too.
Well, no, Pat didn't exactly say that. He says, why don't you ever talk about how I praise you?
Yeah, he didn't exactly say he didn't say these things. So
he said he counterbalances.
Yeah, right. So anyway, so I called him up, and I said, hey, we got some people on the phone who think that you've been bad-mouthing me. They heard you say it. And you go, who are these people? Why don't you trust them? And blah, blah, blah. And he went off like crazy. I said, boy, that was great. I said, well, let's have Pat in. And you know what? I'll even get some of the people to come down here. It'll be good for the television show. So Pat came down here and caught wind that people were here to say that they heard him bad-mouthing me. Now, I don't care that Pat bad-mouthed me. I really don't. I think it's funny.
Whether he thought, I don't know what he thought, quite frankly. Let me be quiet.
Yeah, but evidently Pat really took it hard that I would believe these people. All right? And I still believe them.
I believe them, too. I looked at these people. These didn't look like the kind of people who could make up these kind of
Yeah, right. They didn't set this up. And then, right, Gary, you got all the calls.
No, it was really legitimate.
Yeah, right. You know, and what's the big deal? So I thought it was very funny, and Pat should be able to see the humor in it.
Sure.
And come in here like a man.
And what's the loss? Because you're still getting to come in, no hard feelings.
Yeah. I mean, I know Pat's probably listening to this right now, and he should probably be able to say, you know what, I did say those things. But, all right, he says he did it.
Or if he doesn't ever want to say he said those things, or they were misinterpreted when people heard them.
So Pat came in here yesterday, and Pat and I got into a huge argument, which I will now play for you, which is the funniest argument I've ever heard. But because I didn't know
you started arguing. He was out of his mind.
Well, I didn't like him.
Started arguing with him.
He set off a sore subject when he was with Sam Kinison. I didn't like his attitude on that. So I got into it with him, and he left here. Now, before he came in, he was storming around the station and screaming for our cameras and microphones back there. So I'm going to play all that for you, but first you should hear the argument again that happened in here.
Yeah, I can't even understand why he would perform for the cameras outside.
Well, he was like out of his mind. I mean, when I say out of his mind, he was mad. There was no question Pat was really mad.
Yeah.
It was not a put-on. He was being genuine. But if I was Pat, I would just call in here and say, hey, Howard, I was on acid yesterday. Or make up a story like that.
I have a drug problem.
Yeah, say I had a drug problem.
I'm going to bed.
Don't remember nothing.
Yeah, I don't remember a thing I said, and that's the end of it.
I wasn't in there.
Right. But anyway, so let's play Pat. What is it?
Okay, you're about to play the wrong tape.
Okay. Let's play Pat.
In the studio.
With me. Pat, are you going to beat me up?
If I'm on trial, I told him, forget me.
Uh-oh.
Because it's wrong. You understand? I'm your friend, and I don't want to hear no three idiots turn around and tell you...
Sit down. No, you're blocking my camera.
I don't care about your camera.
Come on, seriously. Sit down. You're blocking my camera.
Don't be a part-time friend.
No.
You'll be 100% friend to me.
Now,
I'd have put myself... I'd have threw myself all out of it. I'd have thrown myself on for you. No, you're out of line.
No, you're out of line.
No, you're out of line because
you
turn around and don't call me for 3 months. Then you get three skivozers who call up and say, Pat Cooper,
Now, there's where you're wrong. I didn't call you for 3 months because you were the only guest who has an open invitation.
You had a hook. You had a hook. Don't give me that. You're looking for a hook to get me riled up. You got me riled up. I've been riled up since that time you called me.
Listen, can I ask you a question?
Call me as Pat Cooper.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
I don't want you to ask me nothing.
Listen, this is interesting. This is entertainment.
I am a genius of myself.
Right.
None of you.
Right.
None of you.
You are a genius. I'm your biggest
fan. I will not allow you or anyone to take my dignity or my pride away. My mother couldn't do it. My father couldn't do it, and not son. You're a stranger next to him can't do it. And I'm sick of this crap because you know something?
What?
You got to be in A company. Don't put me in B company. Don't tell me Sam Kinison is your idol, or Sam Kinnison's brother turns around and says, I didn't pay much. I know you didn't because you're Sam Kinnison's brother, a drug addict's brother.
All right, now listen to me. Listen
to
me.
Now wait a minute. I didn't finish.
No.
I didn't finish.
Am I going to get a chance?
Don't idolize a drug addict over me. How dare you do that to me?
What do you say? I can't...
How do you idolize
You feel I idolize Sam Kinison?
What do you tell your children?
Do you
what
feel...
do you tell your... Back off.
Wait.
What do you tell your children?
You're going to allow me to talk?
No, I want to finish my conversation.
What? I should idolize Pat Cooper?
You turned around and you had a drug addict for your idol.
Now, hold it a second.
What does that tell your children?
I will go to my grave telling my children that Sam Kinison was a great comedian. Whether he's a drug addict isn't the issue.
Oh, yes, it is the issue.
Why is that an issue?
Because he was a great comedian when he was on dope.
Oh, that's not true. That's insulting. Don't insult Sam Kinison like that.
Yeah.
You saying to me that Sam Kinison was not a great comedian?
I'm not saying that, but he was
you told him when he was alive. Now you're telling me. Now you're being a fake.
I'm medication.
Now you're telling me you're fake.
I'm medication.
Now you're telling me you're a fake.
My soul, baby.
Now you exposed yourself.
My soul, pal.
You exposed yourself.
I don't expose nothing. I expose my soul because my problem is
you told Sam Kinison. You told Sam Kinison when he was alive that he was a great comedian.
I never. Hey. You said Jackie Mason was the greatest.
He is great.
I was the greatest. Everybody's the greatest.
No.
I hate her. I wanted to die. Now you're a Perez.
I am not.
Now you're a Perez.
No, I'm not.
Now you're a Perez.
No, I'm not. Come on, give me a break. Hey. You are so jealous. You are jealous. You're going to tell me when Sam Kinison was alive, you went around talking about that Sam Kinison was a great comedian. Now that the man's, you're going to pee on his grave?
No,
that's wrong. Now you got to take it. Now you got to take it. Now you got to take it. The guy's in the ground. You're going to say he sucks now? That he was only funny when he was on medication?
He's not me.
Don't you give it to me like that. Yeah. And you're going to...
He deserves to die because he's an addict.
Why?
He used a car accident.
The man had a car accident.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
What does that got to do with him being a great comedian? Was he a great comedian? Was he a great comedian? Was Sam Kinison a great comedian?
No.
No? You're always going to say that now?
That's your opinion.
After you told him when he was alive he was a great comedian?
I never met him.
Oh,
what happened, Big Mouth?
I don't believe it. What about you? Where's your Big Mouth?
I never met him.
And what's all of this?
I never met him.
After I show you respect, I tell you what a great comedian you are. I give you open invitation in this show.
Mason.
Look at the jealousy. Look at the jealousy. The jealousy.
He went back and read the book.
He went back and read the book.
Howard, can I say something to Pat? Can I say something to Pat?
I don't believe this, what I'm hearing.
How many people...
excuse me. I don't believe this, what I'm hearing. The nerve.
Defend my dignity?
Now, listen, let me ask you a question. Hold it a second. I'm talking now.
Tell me I can't defend my dignity.
I can't believe
you to tell me I can't
believe
this?
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Crowd, baby. No more now. I'm a crowd.
Who said you're not?
You got to call me.
Well,
I'm a contributor.
No.
I'm a contributor. Meanwhile, he tells Leno, I don't want you to be busting my bananas.
What?
You're busting my balls, Leno.
Listen to this.
I can't do a week, which I don't know what that I'm going to be a fan of.
I don't want to do Leno. I don't want to do a Leno show.
Because he's an A crowd. He tells Leno I have to go on first. He tells Letterman I go on first, so I don't go on.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, I see. But if I do it, I'm a dog. I'm a dog if I defend my dignity. I'm a dog if I defend my life.
Robin, what is he talking? Is he making sense?
Don't bring
Sit down and let's say Robin. You're talking to Robin, aren't you? You're looking at her. Where are you going? Where are you going? Hey, Pat. Pat.
Get into this, Pat.
Oh, he left.
Dear.
Pat left. You should see this. He's the best.
That wasn't his last appearance.
Oh, that was great.
And you're telling me that was only 4 minutes?
That was 4 minutes.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Well, so anyway, first of all, I listened to that and I am shocked. There's so many issues going on in his head about me.
Oh, too many.
The first issue I have to say is this idea that I go on the Tonight Show and tell them when I want to be on.
Well, that's your A crowd.
Yeah.
That's your dignity.
Now, I have afforded him the same opportunity on this program. In fact, better. In fact, a better opportunity.
I'm sorry, as far as he is concerned, now that you've made yourself so big, you have to call him. Because you're treating him like B-list, and he's A company.
Has there been anybody who has treated... Abby, have we treated anybody as good as we treat Pat Cooper?
This is all in his head.
I know. It's so sad.
It's all in his head.
Here's Pat Cooper on Mars, and here's Earth. That's a drawing that I want you to see. There it is. Pat's on Mars, and I'm on Earth. Has there ever been a guy that we have said, you are welcome here anytime?
Yeah, the one guy we said it to was Bam. That was it.
It was Pat and Sam. And quite frankly, even Sam, we had to limit his appearances.
Every once in a while, Sam would want to come in for 2 or 3 days in a row.
Yeah, we'd say no.
Although I do have to say that there were times when we would book Pat, and I felt that he was a little... See, everyone has their forte on the show. Pat's is doing the news. When Pat comes in to do the news with us, that's great. Unfortunately, we do the news later on in the show, and I think he perceives that as not the best time to be on.
I never heard that from him.
No, but
in fact, he would usually show up at 8 o'clock and then do an hour with us and then an hour of news.
Usually we'd book him around 8:30, 8:45, but I know a couple of times, the last few times that I booked him, he made sort of like, comments like, oh, I guess I got to come in later or something like that. I think he
was getting riled up long before this. This isn't a recent thing. This is a building thing.
Well, that's a new one on me. I've never heard that one. But I've got to tell you, geez, I mean, I can't imagine a guy that I've extended a more open door policy to than Pat Cooper on this program.
I just have the feeling he thinks, well, I've been being a schmuck. I don't demand anything. Look at this guy. He demands this and that. He's going to go on first.
Yeah, well,
he's A-list. He's going to treat me like A-list.
And which I have. and by the way, I was on the
A-list and his A-list are two different lists.
I guess. So I was on I was reading the internet yesterday, and I'm reading different people on my bulletin board there, and they say under the topic Pat Cooper, they're like, "Who is Pat Cooper?"
I know.
So I mean, I think we introduced him to a whole new audience and got a lot of things going for him, but that's up to him to decide whether to burn the bridge.
There's been a great deal of benefit in his doing this show.
And then when he starts screaming about Kinnison and Kinnison's brother, and
all of that has to do with this issue of these people telling you he said bad things about you.
Yeah, I know.
The thing is that, and the funniest part of that whole argument was he screams that a dope addict's brother.
Right.
It's like Sam Kinnison's brother became a dope addict by,
being brother.
Relation.
A dope addict's brother. A dope addict's brother. Like if you have a brother who's a dope addict, there's something wrong with you. But anyway, he was all over the place.
But wait a minute. What he was saying there was, Bill Kinnison, people called you and said Bill Kinnison badmouthed you, but it was okay because he was the drug addict's brother.
No, that wasn't the reason it was okay. It's because I went and checked the tape and Bill didn't say anything bad.
I'm telling you, this is what Pat's head was.
I know. I'm just saying. Again, this is the way it works.
Pat's anger in that particular instance is that you forgave Bill. You said, I'm sure that it wasn't true.
I forgave Pat.
Even before you heard the tape.
Yeah, I forgave Pat. I never held it against Pat.
You forgave Pat after you heard the people.
Yeah. I said, that's fine.
But
I don't care.
He doesn't believe he even needs forgiveness.
And then,
I guess not. I don't know.
The other thing that bothered me was now you need a hook. You got a hook. You got a hook. You got a hook.
Yeah, well, you know what that was. Pat knows how my mind works. When he was arguing with his family, and we used to have him on the air yelling at his son and stuff, it was great radio.
Sure.
So now he feels, oh, you're having me on because now you have a hook because people said I'm bad-mouthing you. You're having me on because you got this hook.
But he didn't. But he was objecting to you having him on only to plug.
I know. So now I have him on because there's something really cool going on, and he doesn't. You see, because he doesn't have a sense of humor about himself. This is funny. If people are accusing him of bad-mouthing me, well, let's talk about it.
But the point is, if he doesn't want to come on just to plug, and you develop a hook and you have him on, I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Because you can't win with Pat. You just can't. When he gets it in his head that you've wronged him in some way.
His dignity. You hurt his
dignity.
I don't know how you did that.
This guy doesn't talk to his own family.
When
did
you hurt his dignity?
I don't know.
Nobody can take his dignity.
You hurt my dignity.
You can't take my dignity. My dignity. You can't take my dignity. My mother tried to take my dignity. My father tried to take my dignity, but you can't take my dignity.
You're a stranger compared to everybody.
Yeah, I'm a stranger compared to his parents. I think actually I'm less of a stranger than his parents.
He knows you a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know what?
But he repeats everything like 5 times because I'm looking at the transcript of it.
Oh, it's great.
Well, it's really unbelievable.
You know my favorite part is, you just pointed that out, I just counted in the transcript. If you go to page 4,
yes.
Pat says on medication 7 times in one line.
All right, here we go. Wait a second. You ready? Here we go. All right, Billy, take it from...
What page?
Page 4.
Oh, 4?
Oh, page 4.
Take it from second paragraph. I'm going to say don't insult Sam Kinison like that.
Okay.
Don't insult Sam Kinison like that.
Yeah.
You're saying to me that Sam Kinison was not a great comedian?
I'm not saying that.
You told him when he was alive. Now you're telling me that he's
medication.
Yeah, but you're being a fake. You're being a fake. You're being a fake. Now you're telling me you're a fake. Now you're telling me you're a fake.
My medication
You're telling me that.
You know what my medication is? My soul, baby.
Yeah,
my soul.
But yeah, your soul, Pat.
My soul, pal. I don't expose nothing.
I like when he starts repeating.
A mantra.
It's a mantra.
Everything was repeated. I didn't realize that yesterday, but he repeated absolutely everything he said.
Let's go with you're out of line. Here, wait. Go to page 1.
Page 1.
Take it from Pat saying...
I have a request. Could you do now you're up her ass before you do it?
Oh, that was
Well, we'll get to that one in a minute. And that's a funny thing, too. You know, again, his convoluted logic. Roseanne, I used to make fun of relentlessly because of her marriage to Tom Arnold and always said she was a talented comedian. And then Roseanne called me up and said, you were right about Tom. I want to come in. Let's talk about it. See, he just...
And now you're up her ass.
Yeah, now I'm up her ass.
You're up her ass.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. And this is why you can't win with Pat.
I don't know what is he... I would love to be inside his mind.
Well, you know what? Maybe we can get inside his mind. Let's go to the tape now of him in the hall before he walked in on the show.
Okay.
All right, let me just start.
Okay, wait a second, Howard. I got to just give you a little description of this.
Yeah.
It's this particular piece of tape is like an opera. It's a crescendo. It starts out, Pat's really normal, and it just builds and builds and builds to like a boiling point.
Okay. Scott Einziger doing the interviewing, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Pat, why are you here today?
I don't know. I'm here because they asked me to come, and they said, Pat, come on down. We haven't seen you in a while, so I'm here. And it's about time he invited me, because I'm tired of me turning around figuring out if I should do this, I shouldn't do the show. I'm an important guest. If I'm an important guest, he's got to invite me.
See?
Oh, that's the argument.
I told you. That's what he's talking about. You got to call him. He's A.
You mean every time I hug this guy goodbye and I say, Pat, listen to me, Pat, anytime you want to be on, whenever you want to book yourself, I don't know when you're here in New York, I don't know when you're... You just come in. You just call Gary and tell us you're coming.
See that? It's about time you called.
Oh, jeez.
If I'm an important guest, you got to invite me. You got to invite me. If I'm an important guest, you got to invite me.
But Pat,
you got to invite
Pat, what I'm trying...
You got to invite me.
But you're not listening. We are going to open invitation to you.
You got to have a hook. You got to have a hook.
To be invited. I like to be treated like he likes to be treated, like something important. Now, maybe to him I'm not as important, but to me I'm important.
Ooh.
And I'm not here, and I hope he ain't setting me up with these 3 guys who claim that I badmouthed him, because if he does that, there's going to be a war in here. It's wrong. It's wrong.
No sense of humor.
Because if I'm his friend, he would trust me and understand that what I did to this God-Father's man, none of these 3 kids would do, and all they want is 15 seconds of fame. But to pick on me, they picked on the wrong guy. And he knows what I'm going to tell him. If he does this, then he has no respect for me. Let him do it to Leno, and let him do it to Letterman. He ain't got the balls. But to pick on me and make me the
I mean, what you did to Jay Leno in the last 2 weeks, he wasn't listening.
Well, what did he say? I don't...
you wouldn't do
I don't do this to 𝗫𝗫𝗍𝗍. Did anybody remember the war I had with 𝗫𝗫𝗍𝗍? Do you remember with Sam what I did to him? I banned him from the show?
Yeah.
You called him Jabba the Hutt. He never forgave you for that.
Oh, please. Oh, I don't have the balls, huh? I built my career on balls.
You've done everything to everybody.
Yeah.
Letterman's afraid to call you on the phone.
He's afraid because he starts whining about that girlfriend of his, and then I go back on the air and talk about it. I don't have the balls. Everyone questions my balls. The one guy who's had any balls.
They're evaluating everything. He's having arguments with himself.
So stay off the show. What can I tell you?
He wouldn't do that to Leno. He wouldn't do that to Letterman.
He has to treat you with respect.
On me. You gotta give it.
I made Jay Leno grovel for an appearance, and then I told him no.
Yeah.
You stop picking on me. That's a war. You got a war.
A war.
I hope he's not setting me up.
Yeah, God forbid I should try to make a bit that people are interested in.
If I'm his friend.
Part of his then we got a problem. Because my dignity is on the line here. He ain't got enough fame or money to with my dignity. And he better know that. He can't play with my dignity and my character as a man. I yell and scream for decency and good things.
He's like a Superman.
You better know that, because he can't play with my dignity as a man. You better know that. You know what
sounds like Al Pacino, just about when he was going to have his nervous breakdown.
Pat is great though. You got to. This is the greatest. You got to admit.
This is the part of the opera before he got upset, right?
But this is brilliant.
This is the preamp.
This is brilliant.
This is the.
So how could I?
This is a soliloquy. This is brilliant.
It is, but you got to get him going.
Shakespeare couldn't have written any better.
You got to find topics for him to talk about.
No, you can't have a hook.
You can't have a hook. Can't have a hook. God forbid we should have a hook.
You can't have a hook.
You're about 45 seconds away from, I think,
complete explosion.
The Chuck Norris.
Oh, good. This is great.
That flies in right out of left field.
Evidently, he takes on Chuck Norris and Richard Lewis. So we mentioned that earlier. So Richard Lewis just called in a few minutes ago and said, "What's going on? I'm in Los Angeles. My mother just woke me up out of bed and said that Pat Cooper's mad at me and Chuck Norris. What did I do?
My family on the line on this show for this guy. Yeah, but meanwhile, Sam Kinison is his idol. A drug addict is his idol. That's okay. That he believes. Sam Kinison's brother, he believes. He believes Sam Kinison. Don't believe Pat Cooper. Well, I got to think. Well, I got three guys who claim if you put me down. If I put Howard Stern down, I put it to his face. That's more than I can tell for some of these red bastards.
Do you sincerely seem upset about that?
Upset? I'm livid. That's why he invited me down here, because he wants me to battle with three asses? That's wrong. Why didn't he tell me that yesterday, Pat? The reason you're coming down is because we want you to have a big argument with three guys. You know what I tell him? Forget about it. I don't have to defend myself. Of what? What did I do wrong? Because three people said I said that Howard is bad? That's wrong. It's a lie. And I'm defending myself here, and I shouldn't do it. I got to get up at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning for this? Who is this man? God?
Who is this man?
Now he's Oh, now I'm in big trouble. Who is when he gives you that?
Yeah, who
that means you've arrived.
Think you are?
Yeah.
He plants seeds in his head, and you watch them grow.
Yeah. Oh,
well, that's what I'm saying. He has arguments with himself.
Yeah. Mushroom.
It's like the opening of Disney. The rose just grows.
Yeah, right. It's filled with hate.
In living color.
He must really hate me.
Well, I don't think he hates you.
I do.
I think Pat is his own worst enemy.
No. I think he resents me.
I don't think he really hates you.
Maybe
but
because of the fame that I have.
He hates you at that minute. He would do anything to tear you down. You know, when he gets that rage, at that moment, it's not even his fault. It's emotion.
But it's funny.
Oh, great.
I don't even mind that he hates me.
But he doesn't. It's not about hating you. In fact,
you think he hates himself?
Is Pat's inferiority complex coming to the fore, and he's saying, you know what? I have to make this, because this man is now so great. He thinks he's God.
I don't think anything like that. I go to bed at night thinking I'm the worst piece of garbage in the world.
But like I said, this is the stuff Pat tells himself.
Yeah.
Look at what he does with Letterman. Look at what he does with Leno.
Oh.
And he doesn't call me. I am a contributor.
You play with me, can't intimidate me. I'll intimidate him. He's an educated man, but my common sense devours him. My common sense devours him.
Oh,
but he ain't put me on trial here today, because I ain't taking that crap. Now, if he's looking for Sweeps Week and he wants me to be part of Sweeps Week, that's wrong. Wait a 3.5 months. I only called me 3 months ago. Why don't he invite me as a guest? Let's say, well, Gary Delabotti, so if you want to come on the show, if you sell something. I'm not a peddler. I'm not a peddler. Another guy's got a push cart to come on Howard's side. Come on, Howard, I'm a great guest.
Oh, boy.
Remember that. Let him know that.
What about Gary? What are your feelings right now?
Because Gary's a fall guy. Gary has to do whatever Howard says.
Oh. Did I ever talk to you about Pat Cooper?
No.
I know. Have I ever told you what to...
In fact, it really is. Pat is one of the few guys that I don't talk to you about as a booking. So just say, hey, we can have this one and that one. You say, okay, this is good, that's good.
Right.
Pat, I just say, hey, Howard, by the way, Pat's coming in next Tuesday.
Fine.
And we don't sit there and discuss...
But do you understand that every time Gary wants to give him this olive branch and say you have an open door policy here,
he gets mad.
It's like, Pat, anytime you need us, come.
Right.
Anytime you got a booking, come. Anytime you want, and he's now saying, what am I, a peddler?
Yeah, I know. I've never seen a guy... I've never seen a guy get mad at me for saying, Pat, anytime you want to be here, you're welcome.
You know, if he's somebody that can't be, it's like if you tell Pat you're the greatest comedian on earth, he'd say, what, I suck on Mars?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's that.
But you don't say the right.
There's another subtle thing.
I know. I think also going on in the book that I said, because I said Jackie Mason was great,
greatest, yeah.
It made him nuts.
It has.
But I'll tell you, there's another subtle thing with Pat.
I didn't know there was a competition between Jackie and Pat.
Well, there's a competition in Pat's head with everybody saying he's also, you got to remember that he tried to do that Catskills on Broadway thing.
Well, he says he left that.
And there's a big controversy as to who left who. And I think he's got feelings about that. And Jackie Mason goes on Broadway and he stays and stays.
See, I don't know. I've just been such a big Pat Cooper supporter that I'm always shocked when all this stuff comes out. But that's cool.
You know, when
psychiatrists better start calling in, Robin. This might be on you.
Secondary anxiety with delusions of persecution.
What are you kidding me? Gary got these three guys who come on the show, and now Pat will have a big fun. This is not fun to me. This is not fun to me. I know what's fun. I know what's good for this show from me, from here. Not from these three who could turn around and come on here and sneak behind here that they're waiting me to go on. I ain't going to go on.
So the history of these three guys is
I don't know who they are. One guy said I badmouth Howard and a butcher. Then he names the butcher. I never been that butcher. then last week, the one guy turns around and says, can I advertise my lecture company? Then the other guy says, can I sell it to my brother Joe in California? What does that tell you about these three guys? I mean, what does that tell you? I said, Howard, what's that tell you? If they're really honest and everything, you don't do that. I want to come on this show, not to advertise I'm working in Las Vegas. I come on this show because I want to be a guest, not to advertise nothing. I don't use his show to advertise. And he's got guys over here that he kisses their ass. Remember, he loved Rose. He hated Roseanne. He hated Tom Arnold. Now he's up their ass. Not me. When I dislike it, it's over. Hypocrisy. Let's talk about his hypocrisy. Let's see where he's going to come from. I'll give something to worry about. Because this is wrong. You don't with people's life. You don't with people's dignity.
I think he's spending too much time listening to the show, too.
That's what I think, too. I was going to say, it sounds like he listens 4 hours a day every day.
Or even worse, it sounds like maybe he gets some of his information secondhand, which is much more...
Yeah.
But nothing's been said about him.
I don't know, but he's got something going on with me.
He's worth more than anything. And I showed it on this show. And when I go against my mother, my sisters, my brothers, my uncles, my aunts, honestly, and give him the show, he should say, hey, wait a minute, not this guy. But he defended Sam Kinnison's brother the other day. When somebody says, Sam Kinnison's brother called you a lol. I want to see the tape. I don't believe that Sam is my friend. Oh, Pat Cooper's not your friend. Pat Cooper's not your friend. Why, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, Howard. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Three. There was three.
Oh.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Pat Cooper's not your friend. Pat Cooper's not your friend. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I bet.
You don't F with people's lives. You don't F with people's careers. He's up their ass. He's up their ass.
It's like Mammoth. A David Mamet play. It's over.
We got to. I'll come back and finish the rest of these tapes.
There's only 20 seconds left on this one, and then it's in the John tape, which is next.
Oh,
that he really goes off on those other people. I apologize.
Yeah. Oh, the Richard Lewis and Chuck Norris.
There's only like 20 seconds left on this.
I could listen to this all day. Is everyone with me?
It's amazing.
I
keep wanting you to go back because I just could hear everything over again.
Well, we will. What we'll do is afterwards we'll put it to music.
Oh,
it's like an opera.
Because this is, I'm telling you, when Al Pacino turns and does that great speech, you're pulling me back in. This is Pat Cooper.
Well, Pat was up for that role, and they should have put him in it.
He could have been in Justice for All.
More, because you're not going to use people for your fame. I don't care if I never work another day in my life, but he can't do that to me. He won't do that to me, because I'll wreck that studio. I'll wreck that studio. That'll carry me out of here, because you're with my life.
All right, Pat, thank you.
Thank you.
God's getting out.
Isaac is a big pussy.
Don't set me.
Oh, is this the next one?
Yeah.
No, all right.
The greatest thing of all of it is him pulling Chuck Norris into it.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to that reference.
Norris come from?
I don't know.
I mean, Richard Lewis is even a comedian.
Abraham Lincoln couldn't do that to me. Hercules couldn't do that to me.
Pulling in names.
You know, what I was going to say is there's a subtle thing with Pat. When you deal with people over a period of time, you either ignore little things or you just don't think of them. But I know one other thing that really has sort of irritated him that he's brought up to me from time to time. Do you remember about 5 years ago we had Pat at your birthday show?
Yeah.
We've never had Pat back again to the birthday show. And I know that that's one of the things.
Why? What did happen?
Nothing. It's just that we try to get new people every year. One of the things on the birthday show is that...
Oh, so he feels he wasn't involved.
He must have thought he bombed on the birthday show.
No. But a couple of times after, like, he'd come in a couple of weeks or a month or whatever after the birthday show, and he would just drop a little comment in passing.
And what would he say?
Just like, that he just said he wasn't there. That's all right. I wasn't at the birthday show. That's okay. I forgive you.
Right.
And I would just take it as sort of a joke. And I go, Pat,
it's got to be different every year, the birthday show. I don't know, man, but this is really weird. Because I really do like Pat.
You never know when you're... Who knew that Pat cared about the birthday show?
You don't know. You just don't know.
Learn to listen to him.
Yeah, you sure will. But I still maintain Pat doesn't have a sense of humor about himself. It's funny that all these people were calling the show.
But see, I thought he did, and I'll tell you why I thought Pat did. Because Pat was able to see the humor when you took his family tapes and did All in the Pat Cooper Family. He called up and he said, "That's funny."
Right.
And he was able to see that.
You think so?
Yeah, no, he said it was funny.
Did he?
Yeah, he loves...
So why isn't it funny when people are accusing him of bad-mouthing me, all unrelated? Why? What's the difference?
He saw those tapes that you took where he was yelling at his family and you turned it into a bit, and he thought it was funny.
We should play that. That's a great one. As long as we're into the Pat motif.
Well, you know, that's one of the reasons he is so dear to me. The first Family Feud, the Pat Cooper Family Feud, happened on my birthday.
Yes, that was your birthday show.
That's right.
I remember I told you.
That show for me was one of the best shows we've ever had.
It was an excellent performance.
In honor of our princess.
And you know what my favorite feud is? What's that guy's name? Freddie Roman.
Oh,
when he was the Freddie Roman feud. You got to give something back, Freddie. You got to give something back.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that.
You know, and I love this feud because even though I'm the brunt of it, I still think it's funny.
It's great.
It's very funny.
Oh, this is definitely heartfelt. That last line that he did, that gets
you. Want to hear that line again?
There was a point that it said,
ooh, it chills you.
Yeah, here's the line.
Why do you think he's saying no?
Wait.
Oh, you went the wrong way.
No, Howard, you're on the wrong tape.
Is that it?
Do that to me. He won't do that to me because I'll wreck that studio. I'll wreck that studio. That'll carry me out of here because you're with my life.
Take that breathing.
Think about the movie clips that we've heard. I've never heard emotion like that.
Oh, that's emoting.
This is acting.
That's acting. Hollywood, pay attention. All right, let's take a break.
Great man.
We'll take a break, and we'll hear more from Pat Cooper. There's plenty of hallway tapes. And maybe a little... For some of our newer markets,
Do that to me.
you will hear all in the Pat Cooper family.
I'll wreck that.
How dare you? How dare you? You're listening to the Howard Stern Show.
How dare you? How dare you, Mother dear? How dare you, Mother dear? You never turned a saint in your life.
How dare you? Jackie, new rave joke page, Martling, congratulations on your 78-minute CD or cassette. $10 plus $3 shipping and handling holiday special. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Now, this Wednesday, the wildest night of the year. That's tonight. Sorry, tonight. Jackie wants to open up your Thanksgiving weekend with comedy and laughs.
How dare you? How dare you? You can't take away my dignity. You can't take away. I'm doing a tribute.
You're doing a tribute to Pat Cooper tonight?
It's called Who Told You That, starring Jackie Joke Man Modeling.
With Jake Thomas on keyboards.
That's right.
That's right. The musical accompaniment.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you, Mother dear?
You take away my dignity. You can't take away my dignity.
Jackie's tribute to Pat Cooper tonight at Rascals Comedy Club.
I'm really thinking Pat could be a great play.
Yes.
Not really.
Yeah, I'm thinking of transcribing it and turning it into a play.
This is Broadway.
Featuring Jake Thomas on keyboards. For jokes and info, call 516-922-WINE for Jackie's tribute to Pat Cooper. Remember, 516-922-WINE is not a pay service. Tonight at Rascals. Congratulations on your success, Jackie.
Thank you.
All right. Anything that's not a strip club is a success in his book. All right. Very nice. So let's get back to the tapes. So now we're still with Pat, and Pat now, we're tracking him. Scott Einziger ran out of the room because Pat was yelling so much because he's a big pussy. And now Scott the big pussy leaves, and Stuttering John, who is a brave man, goes in with Pat and listens to what else is on Pat's mind.
This is while he's still waiting to do the show.
Right.
Okay.
This is tape 2?
Yep.
I told Gary, don't set me up.
Why do you think he's saying no?
Because that's the show. This is Sweeps Month. Let's get Pat Cooper raping.
She doesn't understand radio doesn't have a sweeps month.
Yeah, he's thinking Nielsen.
I know.
Well, John addresses that.
You gonna have sweeps on camera?
Yeah, Sweeps Month. November is Sweeps Month.
No, I think that's only for like...
I mean, how long can you talk about and asses, vaginas, and asses? What happened? We're getting boring. Get Cooper in here. Let's get Cooper for a nervous breakdown. Wow, he'll give us a good show. Then we can repeat it for the rest of our life. Why didn't you invite me to the E channel when he was on the first time? When I'm his great friend.
Here I am inviting him.
I told you this was a whole deal to do with E and these cameras in here. Now you have to call because you never called him for that other show.
But why would I be calling him for this show?
Because you have E cameras.
But I had... Yeah, right. So, isn't that a compliment?
No.
Wait.
I don't understand.
Go further, because Robin appears to understand it.
Yeah, right. Explain.
You didn't call him for the E show where you called and booked guests.
Oh, I see. So weren't we calling him for this E show?
Now he has not come in. He refused to come into the radio show because the E cameras were here, and you'd better call him because you have a television show.
Oh. Gee, you know, you might be a little bit psycho.
She's as wacky as
him. I'm telling you, I think there's something wrong when you start understanding this.
She was on to something, but she went astray. I think the thing about the last E! show, you didn't have to have a hook to come on. You just had them on because they were personalities.
Right.
And yet we didn't have them on here until all of a sudden you screwed up.
I only did 20 shows, and quite frankly, Pat wasn't one. In fact, you want to know the truth? Maybe I shouldn't even say this on the air.
Sure you should. I would say.
Well, I asked them to book Pat, and they said that, hey, this is not, you got to get established first, and then we'll have guys on like Pat. We're going to try and get some names on and stuff. I said, okay, so let's do some people first, and we'll see where it goes. And quite frankly, I figured I'd do one season of this. We'll see how it goes. And then when I started this show, I said, well, let's get Pat in here.
Well,
but Pat,
that was the whole point. I was not a straight, because that's one of the things he addressed in the phone call, was that he has not come on this show since these E! cameras are in here.
Look,
you better call him.
Here is the bottom line on Pat. There's a whole lot of shows not calling Pat.
Oh, that's true.
As far as I could tell, when we started booking Pat, there were a whole bunch of shows not putting Pat on.
No shows ever put Pat on.
Whatever. There were some shows, but there was a whole lot of shows. Yeah, the Barry Gray on WMCA. I mean, you know, listen, some shows put him on. I put him on because I'm a fan. I don't care whether he's a box office or not. I put him on. I can't put him on every show I do. I can't have him on every day.
You got to go for him. You know, you got to go that extra mile.
Yeah, you know,
he's your friend, and you say he's such a great guest.
Yeah.
How come he's not good enough for E?
Well, maybe he's not. But maybe he's good for other shows. You know, everybody has their own little niche.
Oh, you can't explain that.
No, you can't. You know, listen, I try to promote Pat Cooper's. I said, Pat, my radio show reaches millions and millions more people than the E! channel ever reached. I invite you on here anytime you want to be here. All you got to do is tell me you're in town.
But when these cameras came in here, that was the end of him in this radio show.
There you go.
But you know what, Howard, I'll say something about Pat, too. You were saying that people on the Internet were writing, you know, who's Pat Cooper?
Right.
Pat has had a great career. I would not, you know, he had a career before us, and he'll have one after us. But there are a large group of people who know Pat Cooper as that guy that's on the Howard Stern show all the time. Of course. No,
listen, there was a whole new audience, and Pat would be the first to admit it, that picked up on Pat Cooper because he came on our show. 18 to 25-year-olds don't know who Pat Cooper is. They just don't know. But I didn't care. Even though we have a huge 18 to 25-year-old audience, I said, well, let's turn them on to Pat. But, hey, you burn a bridge. Keep burning the bridges, pal. You want to burn them.
He's never learned in his 60 years. He can't burn those bridges.
I can't be nicer to somebody. I don't know how to be nicer to any human being that I've been to Pat Cooper.
You can't be nice to Pat.
I've said that the guy's like a second father to me. How much nicer can you be? But...
Well, if you're a second father to Pat, then I can understand why he left you.
That's right, because I'm like his son.
Tom Jones a bore. I don't care. That's true. Then you have to fight for your rights. But in the book you say I'm a very funny guy and I'm a this and this.
You think so, Pat?
So in the book I said he's a funny guy. Now he's mad at that.
Who gives a?
Who gives a? And what do you say? Tom Jones is a bore.
A bore.
Tom Jones is a bore.
Tom Jones hasn't done this show with
No, he was on my E! interview show.
And you know what? I had missed that when I was.
He must watch everything I do.
But I had missed that when I was listening to the tape yesterday. Now I see the thread. Tom Jones, Richard Lewis, Chuck Norris, all E! show guests.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right. Oh man, I didn't even remember those guys were on. Very good.
You think he don't think so. But don't play with me. Don't use sandpaper on me. You can't do that to me. I don't allow you to do that to me. I'm too smart for this man. I don't need stardom and like he wants more. How much can you have? I made it for my self-satisfaction. I didn't ask him to give me his phone number, his aunt's number, his uncle's number. I didn't socialize with him. I respected his man's privacy, and I consider myself a friend. I came in, he hugged every one of them. I agree with this man and disagree with him.
You are a friend, though, Pat.
Nah. I mean, if I was Chuck Norris. Chuck, come on, Chuck. Hey, come on.
Oh, that's right. Chuck was to my house.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he remembers everything.
I even said that with the first phone call. You never invited him to your house.
Yeah, I guess I got to entertain everybody who's on the show.
Boy.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
isn't that what you do? You have everybody over.
Him to scores.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't. You know, see, he doesn't get the joke. Chuck Norris is an international star who wanted to come to my house for dinner. It's funny. It's for a goof. I don't have people out to my house for dinner.
But Chuck asked you. Chuck asked you, could I come to dinner at your house? You didn't say, hey, Chuck.
But what's the point? Listen.
What's the difference?
I don't owe every guest a dinner.
He was there because he had a young, gorgeous wife.
Oh, please. Jackie, you don't have to explain to me. This guy,
Doesn't matter. We're dealing with Pat's head.
But look at what is in Pat's head. This is what I'm saying. You're going to tell me the guy doesn't harbor resentment toward me? Look at what's floating in his head about me. Who would even remember that Chuck Norris was over my house? I don't even remember it.
It's not a resentment in the way that you think. It's a resentment of your not respecting him and thinking of him as Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris
Tom Jones
has to call this show.
Richard Lewis.
Chuck Norris has to call this show and get booked. Richard Lewis, how many times have we told him not to come in? I mean, Pat's the only one with open door policy, and I don't respect him.
Chuck, come on over to the house, Chuck. We love you, Chuck. Yeah, Chuck Norris. But if Chuck Norris will tell you to your face, if Howard Stern wasn't Howard Stern, you know what Chuck said? He'd be breaking them with his hands. You don't put me in B company.
You're not B company.
I'm B company.
Oh, okay.
Now, you don't tell me Sam Kinison is a drug addict and an ass. Was only funny when he drank drugs and said, took that crap. That's his idol. I'm a decent human being.
What is this, Sam's my idol?
I don't know how he got to be. You don't have any idols. You like Sam as a guest.
Sam was a great guest, the same way Pat is.
But it was only funny when he drank drugs.
What is going down here?
But I'm not his idol. I don't want to be an idol. That's what bothers me.
He thinks you're hysterical.
I don't care what he thinks. But he ain't going to...
He just said he cared.
He does care. He cares ultimately what you think.
You know what? It's like somebody took a whole pile of facts, put them in Pat's head, and then shook it like
I know.
And they don't relate at all, but they all have a trail in his
They're all in there.
Yeah.
That ain't what bothers me. If I see three guys in there, I take off. I don't want no part of it. I don't want no part of it. Because I tell you, his mother, his father, his wife will tell you I'm a gentleman. First. Now, he's trying to get me riled. I'm riled now. I was riled when he called me last week. Oh, let's get Pat Cooper. Now we got a hook. What's the hook? Well, we get Pat Cooper now, and we get these three guys, and we'll bury him. You can't bury him. I'm too smart for this three.
No sense of humor.
You know, but who said he had to be buried? How could these three people bury Pat?
Has a sense of humor about a lot of things, but not about himself. Three people accused him of bad-mouthing me. He can't confront them?
But the point is, Pat takes on everybody. People in show business, other comedians. He can't deal with three people off the street.
Could be a guilty conscience.
Bury me.
Guiltier than O.J.
Guiltier than O.J.
You can't bury me. I'm too smart for that.
But why wouldn't you see the humor in it as well? You see the humor in other things.
One-on-one common sense, I'll take your boss on. Let's see where it's going. Let's see who's smart, who he adores, who he loves.
That's the other thing, too.
Competition with you.
I know. He wants to...
I'm smarter than this man. He's an educated man, but I got more common sense.
Well, you know what that is. How come how come Howard's so popular? I'm smarter than him. I'm more educated.
I'm more talented.
Hey, everyone in my high school was smarter than me, but I did better than all of them.
I respect this man, but he's not me.
But that goes back to...
Maybe Pat's too smart.
That goes back to that whole thing that he was ranting about before. TNA, that's all he is.
Right, that's all I am.
Vaginas. And then that gets old real fast, and you got to bring in Cooper, because Cooper will have a breakdown and give him the show that they want.
But sweet.
An ass, he's out of the business. You remember that. But an ass, he's finished.
There he goes again.
Yeah.
Me, I'll never be finished. I'm still going. I still bring crowds where I work, and I'm a gentleman.
Well,
I don't ask him to do me nothing. I don't ask him to publicize me. He put my name in the book. I was so flattered. Very funny man.
Yeah.
No, I was so flattered. Richard Lewis got mad because he didn't say he was a very funny man. And Richard Lewis got more success than I. Instead of being thankful, Richard Lewis greedy. He wants it all. I give him this. Richard Lewis should learn manners. He should say, thank you, Howard, for mentioning it. But no, Richard Lewis thinks he's an icon, and he's not. And he's a funny guy on his terms. He's not funnier than me. He told Jackie Mason he was the funniest guy in the world. 3 months before he told me. Remember, Howard Stern. And the last time I was on a show, I said, Howard, let me ask you a question. You told Jackie Mason he's the funniest guy in the world, you hypocrite. You told me that 3 months ago. Who's the funniest guy in the world?
I never told him he was the funniest guy in the world.
I don't know. We'd have to go back and check tape.
The funniest guy in the world's the guy that's sitting there.
Right.
Maybe on that.
But even still, if I say in the book, Pat is a very, very funny man. Great guest. Only guest, open door policy. If I say that on the radio, it's not good enough.
Yeah, but
it's as Jackie says, it's like, Pat Cooper's the funniest man on earth. He says, he's not on Mars. He didn't say it. He never said it about Mars. What are you doing? You better relax.
Wow.
No, we're not allowed to. By the way, other radio shows are allowed to say that. We are not.
Should we teach Robin those 7 words?
No. But other radio shows use that.
I was emotional for a moment there. I'm sorry.
No, Pat really does seem to be on fire.
Not only on fire, that's a wrong thing to say, because now he's attacking your talent.
He's saying all the show is his TNA.
Right. He's attacking your talent, and that's when you get on my bad side.
Right.
Now you've done it.
That's it. Pat had to take, Pat's saying he's mad at me. He's angry.
Yeah.
Well, all Howard is vagina jokes, and that's why he's popular.
Without that, it's nothing, because I'm a contributor. I'm a contributor.
He's over without that.
Yeah.
Pat will go on forever.
Right. Well, I'm over.
Because I'm a gentleman.
But I still became bigger than you.
That's all right, Pat.
That's it.
I'm a gentleman.
So bring me in and play it over and over and over and over and over.
Oh, boy. They always go too far.
You know why Jackie's going to do an Pada Cooper impression?
Because I'm as angry as...
Because he goes home and says the same thing about me. That's right.
He's done this routine.
Pat is right. We haven't talked about vagina all day today. Maybe we should get into some, maybe in the 9 o'clock hour.
You know what? The other thing he said was you get a tape of Pat and you use it over and over again. He's right.
He's right about that.
As we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
You can't go like this here to me. Don't go like that to me. It's war. I'll take you on. I'll take Mason. Now, let's see who's got balls.
Mason.
Then at the end of the show, and it's on tape, he said, Pat, you're the funniest man in the world. Because I had him crying in there. Because I don't want to be great. I don't want to be great no more. You know what greatness does? See, I did 3 letterman shows. Haven't heard my man. Haven't heard from them more.
Come on in.
Understand?
Uh-oh. All right, go ahead. I'll see you, man.
Okay. And then Pat came in.
Pat came in. You heard that already. We played that for you. And then this is 42 seconds of Jackie, Pat, and I at the elevator.
Okay.
Oh, man.
And really, all the jokes aside, Jackie and I discussed this yesterday. Really, the most upset I've ever seen a human being, even fighting with my wife.
Okay, let me set this up. So, Pat leaves here.
Right.
Jackie, the great,
I follow first.
Jackie, the great spokesperson, Ambassador Jackie Martling.
I follow.
Jackie, off his last ambassadorial greatness, was of course negotiating the Patty Davis-Regan truce.
Well, I was going to say, come back. You know how you guineas get? Oh, gee. Come on, you know.
What's that, Jackie Puffin?
I'm a diplomat.
Ambassador.
You know how hot-headed you dagos are? Come on.
Anyway.
No, what I was going to say is Jackie is out for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, well, Jackie was all upset after he insulted Patty Davis-Reagan.
I love Pat, and I thought maybe I could help. I really did.
Jackie, when you help, it always hurts.
I'll tell you, he loved it because he was screaming at you.
Jackie was like, hey, I feel the same way. Come back.
He went out to commiserate.
We're all angry, Pat. Come on.
Anyway,
go, Pat, go.
So Jackie and Gary ran out to see Pat. Pat was at the elevator. And you said he was yelling while the elevator doors were closing.
Yeah, well, he was yelling. There was rage in it. It was like his eyes were like touching the glass.
There was the camera and me and Gary and maybe a few other people standing about maybe 10 feet from Pat, and there was like a glow around him.
All right, let me hear this.
We weren't that close to him. He couldn't get close. It was like a tiger.
Let's hear this.
Pat, don't leave. I don't want to come on the show.
Just enjoy Pat. Okay, just take a deep breath and come back.
Pat, I can't. I'm on the noise, Larry.
Well, you know he's kidding around.
I don't want to be kidding. Come on. No more, Jackie. Mind your business.
We love you.
I don't want to be loved no more. All you guys will love me. Meanwhile, you all turn around, push him aside when you need a man. I don't want to be loved no more, Jackie.
You see what they did to
I don't want to be loved no more. I don't want to be loved no more.
You see what they did?
Don't love me. That's your because you get 90,000. You have to take that. I don't have to take that.
I'll tell you.
All right.
Wait a minute. Client, the Honorable Henry T. Fleming should go right to jail. That man is guilty. That man is a slime. He is a slime. If he's allowed to go free, then something really wrong is going on. When you are out of order. You're out of order. You're out of order. The whole trial is out of order. They're out of order. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. Hey, Frank, you want to make a deal? I got an insane judge who likes to beat the out of women. What do you want to give me, Frank? 3 weeks probation? You son of a bitch, you. You're supposed to stand for something. You're supposed to protect people, but instead you f***ing murder them. You killed McCullough. You killed him. Hold
Straight Al Pacino.
Doing Pat Cooper.
Yeah.
Get away from me, Jackie.
You're out of order.
Jackie, I don't want to be loved no more. I don't want to be loved no more, Jackie. Get away from me.
Mind your business.
Mind your business, Jackie. No more.
Jackie.
No more.
Imagine Jackie.
No more.
Ambassador Jackie.
No more.
You know what? It was easier to negotiate the peace between the PLO and Israel.
Yes.
Poor Jackie.
You know what was funny?
Pat, I would like to negotiate the peace.
He turned to Gary and he said, "No, Larry, get away from
Larry. No, Larry.
You know, in the other
He called you Larry.
It was firing.
That is great.
When Scott Einziger was talking to him, he called him Barry 𝗪𝗏𝗍 at one point.
I love Pat.
Sam Kinison. He said, Barry 𝗪𝗏𝗍 in there. Because you got to take that from him.
He was the definition of seeing red.
Yeah,
he really was.
Don't leave. I don't want to come on your show. Okay. Just take a deep breath and come back. I can't. Well, you know he's
Larry. I love when he calls everyone the wrong name.
I think he said Mary.
Larry. Whatever.
Mary.
No more, Mary.
How could you be mad at him?
Lackey. Mind your business, Lackey, joke man. No more.
You got to get him back on the show.
I would love to.
That's your job. If you don't get Pat back on, you're fired.
Why don't you call him?
I'm not coming on your show.
Why don't we call Pat?
Larry.
Let's take a break and call Pat.
Yeah, let's try.
Let's ask if he's thought this through.
Like me call him from outside, or like we call him live on the air?
I'll call him live on the air because you obviously can't handle
He
it.
needs to hear from you, actually.
Right.
That's true.
I'll
No more of this Larry.
Maybe he thinks this is funny.
No more.
I doubt it.
The truth is, you love him. We all love him. You've never.
I don't want to be loved.
I don't want to be loved no more.
He never really had. He really doesn't have a lot of common sense.
Not only do I love Pat,
he's got to really be shown common sense here. He's not thinking clearly.
not only do I love Pat,
That's why I don't hold it against
I
him.
respect him.
There you go.
I really do.
No, Larry, I'm a bunch
No,
of
you don't, Larry.
You know why I respect? Pat?
Shut up, Larry.
No, you know what he does? He's given money back. You know when he tells those stories?
Right.
Somebody irritates him and say, "Hey, I don't think you did a good show tonight." Pat takes the money and gives it back. No one in the world does that.
No, Larry, I'm a bunch of
word for that.
No more.
No more. No more. No more, Jackie. Mind your business.
We love you.
I don't want to be loved no more. All you guys don't love me. Meanwhile, he's all turning around pushing him aside when you need a man. I don't want to be loved no more, Jackie. I don't want to be loved no more.
That sounds like Abbott and Costello. I don't want to be
You
loved.
just push him aside. I don't want to be loved no more. I don't want to be loved no more. I told you not to be stupid.
Do you think he's sitting at home watching old movies?
I don't know. He sounded like Abbott and Costello.
Mind your business, joke man. I don't want to be loved no more. I don't want to be loved no more. Hey, Base, you got those three guys in there set me up. You can't do that because I get dignity. I get dignity.
I don't want to be loved no more. Don't love me. That's it. You get 90,000. You have to take that.
Jackie, all you get is 90,000. No wonder you're complaining.
And you have to take that crap.
There you
Boy,
go.
oh boy.
I didn't think it was time to negotiate salaries.
90,000.
This is as the doors are closed.
What happened? The doors just closed right now?
The beep is the sound of the elevator doors closing.
We're all scared to get in. We're all scared. It's like.
That must have made for a great shot. As the camera's on him and the elevator door's just closing, he's still yelling.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh, the poor baby, and he was in there all by himself.
Oh yeah, you get in.
And Jackie wouldn't go in with him.
That was the decision, Howard, because he was in there for a few seconds just before the doors closed. I had to make the decision because there was nobody else getting in because I was there and everybody else was over there. Had I got in, it would have been just me and him.
I like that. My favorite part is when he starts yelling about Richard Lewis.
He's an icon.
Yeah.
But I'm funnier than him.
He's bigger than me.
He should be grateful. Instead, he's greedy.
Right. Yeah. Richard Lewis was greedy because he didn't like what I said about him in the book enough. We got to call him next.
Yeah, let's try.
Well, I'll straighten this out with him. Let's try and straighten it out. We'll be back right after these.
Hi, it's John Tesh from Entertainment Tonight.